welcome back. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while. I just got done with school. I took my last final this morning. And I'm free. I'm so happy that I'm done with school for like 3 months. But yeah, so here I am today, finally filming a video for you. So sorry that I haven't been back. Well, it's only been like a week, but still, too long for me. I figured since it's prom season, and I'm kind of late because I feel like a lot of proms already happened, but I figured I would film a prom look for you guys and kind of give you tips and tricks about prom makeup and also share with you my most used products and favorite products around prom time, just because they're long wearing and will last you throughout the night. You sweat when you dance, you wipe your makeup off on accident, like there's a lot of things that could happen. You could cry, your date could be awful and you could cry. A lot of trials and tribulations that your makeup goes through on prom night. So we're gonna try to make it last the whole night. So this is the look, just to give you a little preview. If you want to know what works with you for prom and how to make your makeup last and look beautiful all night long, then just keep watching and let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start by using some of this Ulta Beauty stuff that I've had that I have not even used yet, and I probably should get some use out of it because I spent so much friggin' money on it. That's me, that's my life. Okay, so first I'm going to start off with obviously a primer. I'm going to use a couple different ones because it's prom and you want to make sure you're like really primed because you have like all night where you are going to be dancing, sweating, all that good stuff, and you want your makeup to stay on. By the way, I know my hands are orange. Sorry if you noticed that. Yeah, I self-tanned last night and I forgot to put lotion on my hands. That's like the most crucial step, and I forgot it because, you know, I literally forget everything in my entire life. And I know it's cliche, but I literally would forget my head if it was not attached to the rest of my body. Ask anyone that knows me. They'll say the same thing. So we're going to start with the No Poreless Primer. For the pore filling aspect, this is kind of like, I don't know, I've used it like once, but I feel like this is kind of like an all-around poreless primer. I feel like it's not meant to target like specific little spots. I feel like the pen, the No Poreless Touch and Soul Priming Eraser. So first I'm going to start with this, and my problem areas, as you know, are right here, and I do have a little bit of porage showing. Porage, that's not like what I was going for. Not soup, I don't have soup on my face, like pores on my face. So I'm just gonna hit these spots, and I really like this. It has like an instant blurring effect to it. I do blend it out on my face a little bit because if you don't, you can kind of see like lines, but this stuff is really nice for filling in your pores. I do like it so far, and I have very like deep pores on my forehead area. So I'm gonna go in here. Okay, then after applying that, I'm gonna go in with the regular just like pump primer and kind of lightly spread that over my face. I don't wanna push too hard because I don't wanna move around the priming eraser that I just put on there because it is kind of a silicone. It's definitely smooth and sinks into your skin for the most part, but I feel like if you rub hard, it will kind of push it off. So we're not gonna do that. I'm just gonna take one pump, a little pea-sized amount. It's very thick. It's a nice, like, luxurious product. And this was only, what, $18? And I'm so mad because I saw it. So in my town, we have like this discount warehouse. It's kind of like a TJ Maxx, but it's like a redneck version of TJ Maxx. They just take like all products that big chain stores don't really want anymore, or if it's like the box is damaged or something. And I went there and they had this on the shelf and I was like, oh my god. I looked at the box. I went to pick up the box to look at the price and someone stole the bottle out of the box. Anyway, it was only $11, so that would have been a really good deal if the person actually bought it. And then to top it off, I'm going to go in with the Touch and Soul No Poreless Priming Water and just kind of give myself a little bit of a spritz. This would kind of be the equivalent to what I do with my Smashbox priming water. But I do want to try this just because I've used the other two products with it and I want to see how they work together. This isn't a spray. It is a no pore priming water, Bulgarian toning water, and essential oil. It has a rose on it, so I'm going to guess it's rose scented. It does not say. It does have like a spout. You can see that? Which, I don't really know if I like that. I kind of would rather have a spray. But it comes out fast, so be mindful of that. And I'm just going to take and gently rub this in on the rest of my face. Okay, then after that, I know this kind of seems like a lot of product, but if you don't use too much, it's really not. I'm gonna go in with 2 more primers. I'm just gonna kind of combine them together, and one of them I've used like 3 times now, so you already know what it is. But since it is prom and you want to look like extra glowy and extra bright, I'm gonna take a little bit of my Becca Backlight Priming Filter that gives you like that nice glowy skin, and then I'm gonna combine it with the Firstlight Priming Filter, which has like that lavender essence in it and brightens up your face. So I'm gonna take a half a pump of each, combine them together, and put them on my face. You just wanna make sure you're not using too much because you wanna have a primed base for your makeup to go on, but you don't wanna have too much or it might have the reverse effect that you want. I got a little bit too much of the purple one to come out, but that's about how much is on my hand. I'm just gonna combine those. This has a really nice smell to it too. The bronzing, like the brown liquid one, has more of a tropical smell, and then I feel like the brightening one, like the purple one, has more of like a lemony like spring fresh scent. I don't know, but it's very soothing on your face. And you can already tell I'm like glowing. My hands always glow after this. Like I'm obsessed with going like this in my mirror to like see them shine in the light. I'm a weirdo, I know. And then for my foundation today, I'm actually gonna go in with something that is kind of not new to me, but new to my channel. I don't think I've used it on my channel yet. It is the Tarte Foundcealer Multitasking Foundation. This stuff is really nice. It's actually like pretty comparable to their Tarte Face Tape in my opinion. I feel like it's a little bit more glowy. Packaging is definitely different. I like how they have the pump on this, but my only pet peeve with it is when I try to like pump stuff out, my finger like turns and closes it. I don't know if that's just like because I'm not doing it right, obviously, or it's just bad mechanisms. I don't know, but other than that, obviously the packaging is not the most important thing about the product. The product on my face is really, really nice. It's a good color match for when I'm self-tanned. I'm just gonna take 1 pump just because I don't want like too thick of a foundation. Obviously if you have more that you'd like to cover, then definitely do more than 1 pump. I just like the thin layer, especially since I have so many primers on, but that is just personal preference. Obviously if you need more coverage, then definitely do more pumps, because I have noticed with this around like my eye area and like the veins that stick out that I want to cover up, definitely more product is more coverage, so I like that about it. I feel like I hold my hair back so weird. Like I feel like every other person on YouTube can just kind of like go and it stays out of their face, and if I do that, my hair gets stuck in it. I have so many baby hairs, it's insane. So many of them. I wish they would just go away. Or grow out even. That'd be nice. They could just grow out and be normal hair. I'm not going to do the top of my eye because I am going to use a primer. Eyeshadow primer. Just because I feel like I get way less creasing with an eyeshadow primer than I do just going over it with a foundation and setting it with a powder. I just feel like it's not ideal for me, especially if I want to have a no crease face for prom. And I want something to be long wearing. Okay, and then for concealer, I'm going to go in with my Milani conceal+perfect concealer, the one that I completely forgot to do. What video was it? I think it was a Get Ready With Me. I think, but I'm not sure. But this was like the one where I got a bunch of new Milani products and I wanted to test them all out for you. And I did my whole face and completely forgot to do concealer because I'm not used to doing it. So yeah, I'm going to use this one. Just a little bit to highlight. A lot comes out on this doe foot, so just be mindful of that when you're doing it if you don't want a lot. I would definitely like wipe it off on the sides first. I'm going to take my same beauty blender and just blend that out. as Jeffree Star says, bounce and blend. Okay, so I'm gonna take my... Oh, actually, so I'm gonna film this video next, but you're gonna see it before because I'm gonna post that other one first. But I did participate in the Sephora Rouge sale because I am a Rouge member, and I got some new products. And one of them is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Setting Powder. I got it in the shade Butter. Brett just texted me and goes, I can hear you talking out there, and I think I heard you say that you want to make me 30 or so pizza rolls. Yeah, buddy, make your own food. Back to what I was saying. I'm just worried that it will make my face react. I don't know. Just because it's a powder product, so it might be like different and safer than their liquid. I don't know, but something in the eyeshadow primer just wasn't agreeing with my skin, so I'm hoping that this doesn't have the same effect, but I am going to try it today. I've heard so many good things about this. I want to get it in the lavender one too, but I am not made of money and I wanted to get the bronzer. Okay, I just have to get up and go tend to my dogs and boyfriend and make him food. I forgot what I was doing. I think I just said... I've heard a lot of good things about this and I really want to try it. I'm just afraid and I hope that it doesn't react with my skin badly. So we're going to try it. It's very matte. I like it so far. My under eyes crease so bad. Like I'll put the concealer on and like 2 minutes after I put it on, it's already starting to crease on me. That is not what we want to do because we want long-lasting makeup, because remember, it's prom day. This is prom makeup that I am trying to achieve for you guys. I'm just going to take the same brush, it's kind of like flatter, and do my other areas that get oily sometimes when I sweat and have a habit of coming off, my nose especially. This stuff smells like butter even. I feel like makeup industries are doing spot on with their smells lately. Like their scents, I mean, smells are so nice. I'm just gonna do a light dusting because my face is dry and it tends to look powdery very easily. So I don't want to do a lot on the rest of my face that I don't need to set as much. Next, I'm going to try my e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer. This is one of the bronzers that I got out of the Ulta Beauty sale. It wasn't part of the sale, I just bought it in one of my packages. I included it in my order. And I've heard good things about this. I remember Jeffree Star did a full face of e.l.f. and this was one of the products that he used, if I can ever get into the dang thing. And he said it was really nice. It went on nice and lasted long, so since I'm going for the lasting long look, I want to do a primer infused blush. I know there's another bronzer. I know Buxom does a primer infused blush that I really want to try. But for now, I'm just going to go into my bronzer. It's a little bit of kick up. Blending really nicely though. If you have a light hand and don't just jam makeup onto your face, chances are it's going to blend out pretty nice. Depending on the quality of the product too, some just don't blend at all. Okay, after doing that, I'm just gonna go in and kind of lightly contour just because you want that extra full glam look because it's prom. Like I've said, because it's prom 5 times now. But it is. It's prom and you want to look your best in photos. And it's not just normal everyday makeup. Now that I have that on, I'm going to take one of my newer products from my Sephora Rouge haul. It's not really a haul. I didn't get that many things. I only got 5 things. I haven't even taken them out of the box yet. That's how lazy I am. Oh, I can't say lazy. I'm just like so busy and I have so much crap to do. But finally, I just took my last final today at school. So I have the whole summer of doing nothing. Well, I still have to work, and film, obviously. I just don't have school to worry about because that's like honestly what is the biggest stress in my life is school. I'm just trying to juggle everything. But now that I'm done with that, I should probably like organize this room. You guys are lucky that you don't have to look at this. It's a little messy, just like unorganized. Anyway, so I'm gonna use the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Seduce. It's just a nice like mauve-y shade, which I love for blushes. I don't like those Barbie pinks. I'm not going for that. And this is like unintentional because I was thinking about using these products before, like not for the long wearing aspect of them, but I feel like a lot of the stuff that I've used is like long wearing. So this is definitely good for proms. Like this is a 12-hour one. The primer Infused, I don't know how long it's supposed to last, but it's definitely supposed to last longer because of the primer in it. Oh my god, that is a beautiful blush. That is so pretty. I hope you guys can see that. A lot that comes along with long wearing makeup is definitely the way that you apply it and stuff like that, but it's a lot too, like the certain products that you use. If you're looking to get a long wearing, you know, makeup look out of products that are really cheap and aren't supposed to be long wearing, then you're definitely not going to achieve that look. I'm sorry I'm not like looking right at the camera. I'm trying to find what I'm supposed to be using next. So for my highlight, for the long wearing aspect, because I feel like a liquid eyeliner would last longer than a powder one, I'm going to use the Milani Strobe Light, which I've used before, liquid highlighter, but I haven't used it since, so I want to use it now, just to see how it will look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little bit on my finger, like the tiniest bit, because it is very, very pigmented, and a little bit goes a long way. I just put some on my finger. I'm gonna tap off onto my other finger and kind of just like buff it in like that. And then I'm gonna take the opposite side of my beauty blender and kind of finish blending that out. You just have to be really careful with these types of highlighters because they're really hard to blend out nicely. If you're not careful, you'll have like a line of highlighter on your face, which you don't want. I'm gonna take a little bit more off my finger, go my Cupid's bow, down my nose, and kind of just buff the rest of it around with my dry finger. Then I'm going to take the rest on my other finger and do my other cheek. Yes, this does dry down very, very quickly, so you don't really have much blending time. So be mindful of that. But it is beautiful on the skin and it does last a long time. I'm just going to take a little bit of regular highlighter. What's the matter with you? They're in the oven. I'm gonna go in and kind of just set it a little bit. This helps keeping it on longer and it also helps with the blending aspect. If you go over it with a powder, it might like soften those harsh lines if you have any. I have a little bit on my face just because, like I said, it dries down very quickly. So I'm gonna use my Nikki's Tutorials highlighting trio and I'm gonna take the middle shade and I'm also gonna take a little bit of the darker shade, so I'm just going to tap into both of them. It's a really strong highlight. If you're looking for a really strong highlight, then this is like perfect for you, but I'm just going to tone it down a little bit just because I don't like a super strong highlight. Okay, that is my face products. I think I'm going to do my brows afterwards. Nose itches. I always get little dog hairs in my nose because I always get dog hair on my brush and then it sticks to my face. Onto my eyes, I'm going to use my tried and true Lorac Behind the Scenes primer just because I know it really works for me. And it's really nice with oily lids. A good dupe for this one is the Bad Habit primer, but because I have this one, I'm going to use it. Duh. I'm just going to take a little bit on my fingers. And definitely be careful when you're blending this out because if you go too far out on your eye, you might kind of wipe off the foundation that is sitting there. Sorry that I just cut out like that. I do have my eyeshadow primer on. I didn't do anything after that, so you didn't really miss anything. My SD card randomly decided it wanted to be full in the middle of me filming. And then I go and delete stuff off of it and put it back in, and it tries to tell me that it can't be read. It's been doing that to me a little bit. My old SD card did that to me and I had to buy a new one, and now this one's doing it, but it's not doing it all the time. Don't ask me why. So back to my eyes because I feel like this video is already super long. I'm just going to use my little Lorac Pro mini palette, just matte palette, but it's mini, just to set my primer, and I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush that's like a flat but dense brush. I'm going to take the shade Linen. This just gives you a nice, matte, clean base to work with that's nice and bright. So any colors over top of it will look nice and bright as well. You want to make sure you're going all the way up to the brow bone too when you are setting your eye makeup. I'm just going to take a little bit and set the underneath as well. What I'm going to do with this eye look is, I know not everybody likes to do like a shimmery, all out eye makeup look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you like the matte version of it first. And then if you want to add shimmer to it and you want to have like that full glam look, I'll do kind of both. Because shimmer you can kind of just like place on there at the end. So that is what I'm going to do with that. I'm just going to take my Morphe blending brush that I usually use and go in with the shade Latte. Latte. Just to get that crease going and start with some depth. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit smaller but still really dense brush, and I just gouge my color with my fingernail. I'm going to go in with the shade Corduroy, which is that little bit darker brown. I'm going to take a little bit more and kind of drag it down onto my lid more. Then I'm going to take my favorite blending brush from Real Techniques. It's a little small but really fluffy brush. And take a little bit of the chocolate shade, which is the darkest brown in the palette. Just place that on like the very outer V. Then I'm going to go back in with my original Morphe brush and kind of blend that out. Just soften it up so it blends into the other brown with no harsh lines. And the same with the other side. One little tidbit, if you have a dress that matches brown and gold better, then this is where you'd want to stop and do your under eye. Just got something in my eye. Do your under eye, your eyeliner, mascara, whatever else you want to do to finish off your look. I'm going to take it a little bit further and go in with a little bit of black because I know it's like black gives you that really nice dramatic look. And if you have a dress that matches black, then it's definitely the way to go. I'm going to take my same Real Techniques brush and go with a little bit of the black. It's the shade called Jet Black. A little bit goes a long way. Like you can see how much pigment just came off on that from the brush. And just gently, like, kind of buff it in. And same with the other side. I'm just going to take my Morphe brush again and soften those edges. Actually, I'm not going to take my Morphe brush. I'm just going to take this blending brush that I kind of use to do this, so it doesn't have ever like harsh colors on it. Because I don't ever use it to actually apply color, I just use it to blend color out. It's very dense, so it's good at that. It's called the Deluxe Crease brush. I'm just going light circular motions, just making sure I'm blending out that edge. And then for my under eye, I can't find the brush that I want. I'm just gonna use this one, my Anjo. I got it off Amazon. I'm just gonna take it. It's like a little just flat brush, and I'm gonna take it with the shade Corduroy. I'm going lightly under my eye, staying like close to the lash line. And then if you'd like to add black in there, add a little bit. Just make sure you stay close to your lash line if you want not too much of a black look in your makeup. If you would like more, then make sure you just smoke it out and blend it really nicely. I'm gonna stay where I am with my bottom lashes, or my bottom eyeshadow, just because I don't want too much. It already looks pretty dark to me, and just like personal preference, I think it's dark enough for what I'm going for. I'm just going to take my fluffy brush and kind of blend the top to the bottom a little bit. Okay, so if this is where you'd like to stay, I'm kind of like doing this in stages. If this is where you would like to stay and not add any glitter, then go ahead and kind of skip over this step. You do your winged liner, whatever liner that you want to do, and then finish your look. I am going to do a little bit of a shimmer with the Anastasia Sultry palette, and I'm going to take the shade Cinder. I'm not going to show it to you because I dropped this palette on the floor the other day, and the one shade Cinder is like exploded all over my palette. So if I lift it up, it will come all over my lap and all over the floor. So I'm just going to stay, if you look up on the internet, or if you have your own Anastasia palette, it's the bottom left shade. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and go in on my lid. I'm going to spray it with a little bit of the Morphe setting spray. This is like a really good tip if you want your shimmers to last a long time, especially for prom, is take a little bit on your finger, spray it with some kind of setting spray so it's a little bit wet, not too wet though. Let it dry so it gets a little bit tacky, and then apply it onto your eyelid. Let it dry for a little bit, and then go in and set it with the same eyeshadow, but dry. Like, don't spray it with anything. That'll really, really help it to stay and not crease. Just gonna apply. Make sure you can see me. This is like, almost has like hints of gold in it. It's very like bronzy gold with emphasis on the bronze, if you can tell. And then go in with a little bit of the dry shadow and just kind of set it. You don't want to rub at this point, you just want to kind of tap so you're not wiping off any of the eyeshadow. And then do the same with the other eye. You want to be careful that you're not applying it when it's too wet, also because I feel like it kind of takes away from the shimmer a little bit. If you can kind of see a difference, I don't know if you can in this lighting, but this eye looks a little bit more shimmery than this one. This is because I put this on when it was too wet. And if you go too far up on your lash line, you can just take one of your blending brushes and just kind of buff it out a little bit. I do that sometimes. And then last eyeshadow step, I'm just going to keep it simple and highlight with a matte shade, but if you want to do a shimmer shade, you're more than welcome to. It is your face, your prom. I'm just going to take a little bit of the linen shade that I set my eye with in the beginning and go in and kind of put that in my inner corner. It's the perfect natural highlight to your under eye. It just makes it look really, really natural. Now I'm going to apply my eyeliner. I'm going to use the Eyeko London Fat Liquid Liner. Because it is a little bit thicker, it goes on quicker and easier. For wings, it's harder to get precision with, so if you want to get a really, really precise wing and you're not the best at it, I would use a skinnier tip. My recommendation is to use the Kat Von D Liquid Liner. That stuff stays like forever. I'm pretty sure it's waterproof. And it's really, really nice, especially for prom. Like I said before, like the last 10 times, or like everything that I've done, you want it to last throughout the night. I'm just gonna go in with my Eyeko eyeliner for my lids. And I like to do this for my wings. If it goes south, I'll get out my Kat Von D, but for now I'm gonna use this one. First, I'm gonna take my, like a loose brush and kind of just dust away anything underneath your eye. That is the cons of doing your makeup, like face makeup first, is that fallout happens. But if you brush it away with a light hand, it usually doesn't ruin anything. Okay, now for the wings. This is make it or break it time. This is the time where I usually break it. Okay, since this video is like an hour long, we're almost done. For mascara, I'm gonna use my Superhero It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara because today, if I can find it, I have got my first PR package, I guess you could say. It's not from a big brand or anything. I only have 80 subscribers, so obviously I'm not affiliated with anybody at the moment. But someone reached out to me on Instagram who is starting up like a small business, like just starting, so it's still small. She's probably hoping to expand it. But she reached out to me through email and offered me to pick out a free product from her brand, which is called Slaybella, if any of you have heard of it. And she sent it to me for free. She wants me to review it, and if I like it, to kind of promote it, I guess. So this is me taking them out for the first time. This is the package of them. It comes in a pack of 3, and they're eyelashes. I figured since, you know, it's prom, a lot of people wear eyelashes to prom. It's not like an everyday look, so you don't really want natural lashes. People want glam lashes, and I really like these because they're not too thick for me. I don't really need extra length, I just need the extra volume and thickness, so I feel like these are perfect for me. The band on them is not super thick at all, so I feel like they'll be pretty comfortable. And I need to practice applying these. Like, I'm really good at applying them on other people, it's just myself. I get so frustrated, it's just bad. So I figured, since this is like my first little PR that I've received, I wanted to feature it in my YouTube channel and also post it on my Instagram. But yeah, I will try it. For eyelash glue, I'm going to be using the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. This is in the black color, so it doesn't really show up on your eyes, but be careful because if you get it on like a fingernail, if you have fake nails on, it's really hard to get off. If it comes off at all. Sorry, I keep getting the hiccups. So, I haven't done my brows yet. I need to do my brows. Okay, I'm back. I just did my brows quick. I just did my usual, so I'll put it in the description, but if you've seen any of my other videos, it's the same products that I usually use. And then I'm going to do my mascara. I already, like, introduced this, but I forgot to do my brows, so I had to go back. I'm not going to do a lot like I usually do because I am going to put false lashes over them, so I'm just going to do, like, a light coat. And then I'm going to do my bottom lashes after I apply my falsies. Okay, falsie time. My only complaint so far with them is that the top hair is like damaged. The lashes are kind of bent in there. So I definitely won't be able to use those. So it kind of sucks because I'm like one pair. I just can't use them. They're not like moving. They're very wispy looking, which I like about that because I love wispy lashes. And they are sticky, so if you don't want to use glue, you don't have to use glue. I use glue anyway just because I feel like the stickiness doesn't work for me. They just don't stay. So I'm gonna take a little bit of glue. You want to let it get tacky. This is not a video on how to apply fake lashes because I don't know how to, like, I'm bad at it myself, so I'm not going to give you like a tutorial. I'm just going to tell you the stuff that I know to do, which I forgot to do before I put the glue on, but I watched a video on how to apply them, and you're supposed to like bend them like so. You can see that. Just so they're like a little bit flexible and stick to your eyelashes better. Let them dry for about 30 seconds, and then you're going to place them on. Here goes nothing. I feel like I'm gonna be so bad at this, guys, so I'm ready to embarrass myself. I'm prepared. I feel like I don't set them, like, I feel like I don't set them right. Like, place them on right. And then if I do it with this hand, I can't see. What I usually do is put them on my, like, eyelid, like, too far up and get the glue on my eyeshadow and, like, ruin it. I definitely could have trimmed this because I can like feel it. I can see it on my eye. That's another thing too, is if you have to trim them, measure them to your eye first before you put them on. I can see it when I blink. It feels so weird. Probably because it's not even on my eyelid. Oh my god. I need tweezers or something. This is a shit show. This is why I don't wear fake lashes, like right here, guys. If you're ever wondering why I don't like wear fake lashes, watch this video, and then you know. Okay, got one done. Looking pretty full. But I can still see them in like the corner of my eye, and I can feel them when I blink. So I feel like they're definitely not on right because you're not supposed to be able to feel them, I don't think. Oh well, let's do the other eye. They're like not even sticking to my eye. That's probably why they feel weird. Like they're not even stuck. Only the middle part is. I feel like part of my problem too is like getting them up and over my real lashes is super hard. Okay, I am back. Fake lashes are on. Kinda. And bottom lashes are done. I feel like I made a mess of my eyes trying to put these on. I can like see black above my eye right now. Like it feels so weird. I don't know, like someone teach me how to do these, please. It's so bad. Like they look fine, I think, maybe. I just feel like definitely like the inner corners are not fully attached. I can see them, and when I close my eyes, like wink, like keep them closed, it hurts. So yeah. We're just gonna move on. Like I said, I'm taking these off in 5 minutes. Anyway. Do not come to me for eyelash tips. Okay, so anyway, as I'm opening, I'm not gonna say anything. In my Sephora Rouge bundle, I got a Huda Beauty lipstick because I do not own anything from Huda Beauty, and I really wanted to try it. I opened it up and the packaging is like gorgeous. I love how it's magnetic, which is like the coolest thing ever. I sat there like just letting it click for 20 minutes the other day. And I really like the color. It's in the shade Joyride. So this is what we're going to be using for our lip. Oh, I really like that color. My lips are so dry, it's like scraping the lipstick. Come on, Hayley, get it together. I literally wear a lip mask like every single night and my lips are still dry all the time. I wear a lip mask, I wear chapstick throughout the day, like nothing helps. It looks a little dry on the lips because it is a matte lip product. So if you're looking for something that is not as dry, I wouldn't go for this. You could put a gloss over top of it if you'd like to do that for the feeling, if you want just for the looks and do like a shimmery eyeshadow. I'm gonna leave it the way that it is though. Okay guys, so that is the finished look. I think it went pretty well up into the lash stage. Everything, pretty much all of my products that I tried to use in this look are long wearing, matte, that are just gonna keep you looking nice and like your makeup is fresh and you just put it on 20 minutes ago. You wanna keep that look throughout the whole night. If you are someone who has oily skin, I recommend bringing oil blotting sheets with you, or even if you don't have oil blotting sheets, like improvising, go in the bathroom and get just a piece of toilet paper or even a tissue. And tissues usually are like 2 layers fused together. Rip them apart into the 2 layers and just take that little bit, like the thin layer, and just dab at your skin. Bring a powder with you in case you have to powder. I always bring an extra mascara with me just in case, lash glue in case your lashes fall off, or they look like mine do and you have to have someone fix them for you. Have fun at your proms this year, guys. I'm a little late. I feel like a lot of proms already happened, but my hometowns is this coming weekend. So yeah, I hope everyone has an amazing time at their prom, and I hope you all have an amazing day. I didn't spray my face. One more long wearing product to add is the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. I should have done this way long ago. You're usually supposed to do this before you put mascara on. You don't have to, but that's what I usually do. I'm just going to do it really quick because I completely forgot about it. This stuff is good stuff. I used it on all my prom clients last year. I use it on weddings. I use it on myself. I just don't use it as much anymore because it's almost gone, and I have like so many other ones that I've gotten that I want to try. Don't get it in your mouth, it tastes weird. I don't recommend that. But yeah, so back to what I was saying. I hope you guys have an amazing day and have an amazing time at your proms. Take beautiful pictures, take lots of pictures, and have an amazing time. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.